Meet Zohran Mamdani, a New York politician who's not just shaking up local politics, but also redefining what it means to lead in America today. You may not have heard his name on the national news, but in his district and in activist circles across the country, he's become a rising voice for progressive change. Zohran Kwame Mamdani was born on October 18, 1991, in Kampala, Uganda. His background, unique to say the least. His mother is Mira Nair, the Oscar-nominated Indian filmmaker behind Monsoon Wedding, and his father is Mahmood Mamdani, a respected Ugandan academic and political thinker. So yeah, politics, art, and global ideas were pretty much dinner table conversation. Zohran eventually moved to the U.S. and studied at Bowdoin College in Maine, majoring in economics and film. But instead of heading into finance or the arts, he chose a different path. He became a housing counselor in New York City, helping people fight evictions, stand up to landlords, and stay in their homes. In 2020, he ran for office, New York State Assembly, District 36, which covers parts of Astoria, Queens. And here's where things get interesting. He ran as a democratic socialist. That means he believes in things like affordable housing, taxing the rich, free public transit, and strong tenant protections. But what made his campaign different was how it was run, grassroots all the way. Zohran and his team knocked on thousands of doors, organized through community networks, and didn't take a single dollar from corporate PACs. And guess what? It worked. In the Democratic primary, he pulled off a major upset, defeating a 16-year incumbent, Aravella Simodas. It wasn't just a political win, it was a signal that younger, more diverse, and more progressive voices were starting to rise in local government. Zohran Mamdani's platform focuses on housing justice, climate action, criminal justice reform, and taxing the wealthy. He's spoken out against Islamophobia, police violence, and the rising cost of living in New York. And during the COVID-19 pandemic, he pushed hard for rent relief and eviction protections. To put it simply, he's fighting for working-class people, immigrants, and anyone being left behind by the system. Zohran is one of the few South Asian Muslim politicians in U.S. government, and one of the first elected officials in New York with Ugandan Indian roots. For a lot of people, especially in immigrant and Muslim communities, his presence matters. It shows that politics doesn't have to look one way, sound one way, or serve just one kind of person. Of course, not everyone agrees with his ideas. Critics call his views too far left. Some say his proposals are unrealistic or too idealistic for state politics. But his supporters see something else, a leader who's actually listening to the people, not just big donors or lobbyists. Zohran Mamdani isn't a celebrity politician. He's not chasing the spotlight, but he's part of something bigger, a generation of leaders pushing for bold, people-first change from the ground up. Whether you agree with him or not, there's no denying he's someone to watch.